diaphragm, because diaphragm is a dome shape that separates the thoracic cavity from abdominal cavity. And there's three major openings of the diaphragm. You have the oesophageal opening, the vena cava opening, and the aortic opening. So the oesophageal opening is when the esophagus will pierces and enter the abdomen. That is what happens. And when it enters the abdomen, when food now passes there, it now enter the stomach. And stomach is very good because it's a J shape when flattened. It's a J shape and located at this left hypogastric region, epigastric region, and also left lumbar region. That is where the stomach is located. And this stomach has four parts. You have the caudus, the cardiac part, the fundus, the body, and the pylorus. You also see the pylorus sphincter at the outside. And this stomach is very important because when food enter the stomach, it will rest for a while before it starts its processes. And there's layers of the GIT. You have the mucosa, the submucosa, the serosa, the muscularis externals, you see, or this is the layers of the GIT. The innermost one is the mucosa. While the muscularis external also contain three submuscles, which are the circular, longitudinal, and oblique muscles. And they are very, very important. But in the wall of the stomach, there's something we call wall of the stomach. We see a pit. That pit is called gastric pit, where it secretes chief cells and parental cells. These chief cells and parental cells will give rise to pepsinogen and hydrochloric acid. Pepsinogen is inactive once hydrochloric acid acts on it to turn it to what? Pepsin, which will digest protein. That's why digestion of protein starts from the stomach. Understand? Then after that, now move to the small intestine. The small intestine is there because small intestine is also long. The small intestine is long and has three parts. You have the jejunum, the ileum, and the duodenum. The duodenum is very, very important because digestion of carbohydrates and lipids start from the duodenum, because the pancreas will send the exocrine gland, there's amylase and so on and so forth. So the duodenum, which will act on the carbohydrates and so on and so forth. The jejunum is where the absorption will take place in the jejunum because of the presence of the villus or the villi, the microvilli, that will make the surface area very good so that it will absorb. Then the remnant of unabsorbed food will be absorbed in the ileum too, because when the food was not absorbed when the food is not absorbed in the jejunum, it will be absorbed in the ileum too. And also the bile can also be absorbed in the ileum. And when the liver, when there's lack of secretions, or when there's lack of excretion of the bile leading to bilirubin, the person will lead to what we call jaundice. That is one of the clinical anatomy of the digestive system. Then moving from there, we'll now move to large intestine. The function of large intestine is reabsorption of water and the nutrients. And even later like that, the small intestine